Greetings, Internet, and welcome back for another early morning's presentation. Now, to start off this episode, I have a question. Have you ever had a day where you're just like, you set off with the best intentions, you're like, I'm gonna go do something that's gonna benefit everybody, and in the process, you wind up messing things up for everybody? That's what happened to our landlord's son over this past weekend. If you noticed that I didn't post any videos at all this weekend, that would be because our Wi-Fi got knocked out. Now, here's the story. Okay. Last week, I think it was about Thursday, I get home from work, and the landlord's son is downstairs working on the store that used to be there. Apparently they're tearing out an old refrigerator or refrigerator room, cooler room, whatever you want to call it, that they had in that store. And well, he happened to spot me and we started talking, and he was telling me about how he was planning on working on the parking lot around the building. For those of you who don't know, which is probably a lot of you, the parking lot around behind this building is shot. I mean, like, from where you pull in off the road out front there, all the way around on both sides, there are huge potholes. There's one on the side here that when it rains, you could literally use it as a kiddie pool. I kid you not. And they've been intending to fix it for ages. At one point they actually filled in all those holes with just like regular gravel like you'd put in your driveway. But regretfully, that stuff did not last very long. Like, it was great at first, but in like 2 months' time, it was already dipped down again and it was just not nice. So finally, the landlord's son decided that he was going to fix it. Like, for real, fix it. So he gets a big old dump truck that he had from the company he works for on the side. And he, starts going around the building, dumping off this material. Now, mind you, everyone in the building had no idea he was doing this. Well, basically everyone. I only figured it out because I, heard the sounds of like a school bus outside, and I happened to look out the window and saw him parked right back over here, like dumping the material into one of the potholes. Anyways, so we're thinking everything's fine, everything's cool. He's just gonna, what he said, do the low and slow, where he just opens up the dump part of the truck, the back hatch, whatever you want to call that thing, and just slowly goes across to make sure that the material goes in evenly. And then, all at once, we just hear like this weird sound of something slapping against the side of the building, and all our Wi-Fi goes out. I believe I was in the middle of watching a YouTube video at the time, so I didn't actually realize until I went to open up another video in a new tab, and it popped up saying, "Error, there's no internet connection, would you like to download this when you're online?" Now, this was strange to me, and immediately, my first thought was, did I pay the bill? I'm sure I paid that bill. I know I paid Spectrum, which is our Wi-Fi company, our internet provider. I was like, I know I paid them. So, at first we were freaking out, but then I got to thinking, that guy's outside, there was a whapping sound over there, so my roommate and I got ourselves together, went downstairs, and went around to the side of the building, where we wound up finding the Wi-Fi wire completely disconnected from the side of... No, it was still connected to the side of the building. It got torn off from the pole out by the road. And there's just this huge wire from the road, just flat on the grass, through the driveway, and just like dangling off the side of the building. And we're just like, really? Really? But thankfully, thankfully, the landlord's son was able to get a hold of the the people who work on that sort of thing. I don't know what you call them, the wire repair people. He was able to get a hold of them, and by the grace of all that's nice in the world, about halfway through the day yesterday, they were able to come back and get the Wi-Fi up and running again, and everything was nice in the world. And I felt so bad for the landlord's son. He's a good guy, and he wound up having to take a lot of crap from one of my neighbors because, well, she was having an even worse weekend. I don't know all the details about what happened to her, but from what I overheard from her yelling and like screaming outside because she was furious, apparently while she was at work, her car caught fire and was just completely gutted and ruined. Although she has a nice new red car now, so I guess that's a plus. Yay, insurance doing its thing. But yeah, so she was out there yelling at Nick about all this. Now, mind you, this is before the Wi-Fi cable got knocked down. So she's out there yelling like, "My car caught fire!" I felt sorry for her, but at the same time I kind of had to laugh a little bit, because it was just so unexpected. Usually she's yelling at one of the other neighbors, because, you know, they're having a conversation. They're like 3 car lengths apart for whatever reason. She'll be over here like, "Hey, how you doing? Oh, pretty good. How are you? Oh, that's good." You know, having conversations like that. And then just the other day, "My car caught fire!" Just her yelling that at Nick while he's in his truck going around the building, filling in the potholes. It was just a bad weekend. And then when Nick was up here talking with people about what happened, she was yelling. Apparently she wasn't having a very good day that day either. Not just because apparently her car caught fire. I mean, I really don't know what's going on in her apartment. Honestly, I don't really want to know. But there was also, for some reason, like I said, I don't know what was going on over there. But when she was talking with Nick, she was yelling in the hallway. This is later after the Wi-Fi got knocked out. And all I really heard out of the whole conversation that I could understand clearly was, "I need to get $5 for the red box." I don't know if she was yelling at her kid, if she was yelling at Nick. By the way, Nick is the name of the landlord's son. Anyway, it was just a weird weekend. But yeah, that's what happened. So, yeah, I really don't have anything else to say, really. That was about my whole story for the weekend, and I just wanted to come back and apologize for not having posted anything for the last couple of days, but I couldn't. I literally could not. And the connection on my phone, because I'm sure there's at least one of you out there like, you could have put it on your phone and send it out via that. The connection on my phone out where I live is not good enough to actually be able to upload things, at least in a timely manner. So it would not have been worth it to do that. So anyways, with that having been said, I do truly and greatly appreciate the fact that y'all have come back and watched one of my videos. However many of you actually watch my videos anymore. It fills me with such joy knowing that someone out there is watching my content and enjoying it. With that being said, thank you all so very much. And if you like what you've seen here today, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon to be notified of future uploads. And also, the big one, if you like my content and you've got a friend you think will like my content, share it with them. It's not that I want people to be able to see this stuff, and the only way that's going to happen is if you guys start sharing it with other people. For those of you who haven't quite picked up on it yet, this whole YouTube thing is a grassroots type movement. At least that's the way it started. And for people who want to get more views on their videos and want to get more people to see them, in a grassroots type movement, people need to share these videos. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now. I truly don't. But anyway, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified of future uploads, share my videos with those you think will like them, and with all of that happy horse hockey out of the way and that random rambling just now, this is Oxleymations saying, Cowabunga, and I'll catch y'all next time. Later!